Hey everyone, I don't know if the sound's working or not, but I'm sure the admin will try calling me like they did last night and to tell me if that's happened. I've arranged my iPad a different way so I can use my hands because I talk with my hands a lot. Like that. Let's see if it works or not. My stand might fall down and then you'll be seeing my ceiling. So, but we'll see how we go. People are on. Can you hear me? Put up the thumbs up if you can hear me, if my voice is carrying. Because I don't want to go through all that again. Luckily it was only the first couple of minutes yesterday. But, alright, yeah, you can hear me. That's fantastic. It's really, really good. Oh, I did an all-nighter last night, so I got really, really tired. And I had to be out all day today. I caught a nap this afternoon, so... under Dr. Terry's orders, because she went right off at me because I didn't sleep. I got all my admin get up me and things like that at times too, because if I stay up too late. Been told when I moved to the UK that me staying up all night is just a no-no, and it won't be happening. I went, all right. So I'm trying to get as much done as I can before I do move over there, and so I won't have to stay up all night. So if you notice in the Facebook group, Terry Phillips put up the video of the level 3 strategy in French. I've already had a comment from someone on WhatsApp saying it was very concise and clear. So obviously the person who converted over to French for me did a great job. Gee, my hands look really big. That's terrible. But yeah, so apparently it's really, really good. I don't know if it's right because I don't speak French, but apparently people can follow it, so it should be fine. So I got that done, and then he suggested I should get it done in lots of languages. It takes time to get it converted, but it also costs a lot of money to do it too. So, but I will be doing it more and more. I think I might choose Portuguese for the next language, perhaps, because we have it in English, we have it in French, so, and I know Jose works hard, so maybe in Portuguese, because it's a widely spoken language as well, and you can make suggestions in the comments there if you think any other languages, you know, are a must right now for people. Yeah, French was important because we've got the French Canadians, of course. We've got the French, funny that, and obviously over in Nigeria they speak French as well. So and many other countries as well. It's a very widely spoken language, and same with Portuguese, I believe. So we hit those sort of languages. I wouldn't mind getting it done in Russian as well, and a few other languages, Spanish probably as well. I know I don't like to I don't know too much about the languages, but I do know Portuguese and Spanish are two different languages, sort of thing. So I think it's important. I think they're sort of similar, but it's sort of like Russian and Serbian. It's sort of similar, but it's not the same at all. So some of the words are, and that's about it. So yeah, so I definitely want to get it done in different languages, but it will take time. But if I can get them converted over, it'd be awesome. So. So that's good, and I've got to transcribe the other ones from Chuck and stuff like that. Get that done professionally, then I can start doing that in French as well. The FAQ and the FAQ and the terms and services should be done any day now. I'm doing my stuff with it. Thank you, Chuck Shaduk, for sending what he thought would be good over for me to review, and as soon as we've got that in a PDF form, that'll be good too. So so that was awesome. What else is going on? I'm still waiting to hear back from the programmer, because I asked him earlier. I said, how's it all going? You know, I'd like to get it done and move on. And he says he'll send me an update soon. So bloody programmers, eh? Yeah. This is really weird. Hang on, let me twist it that way. It looks like I'm not looking at the camera. It's very sorry. I'm just getting used to this, having it this way, but trying to centralise myself more. So if I'm not looking here, it's not my fault. I'm actually looking at the screen, but it's got me looking at a camera or something. I'll get used to it. yeah, so hopefully I have an update on that very soon. I want it over and done with. I want it fixed. As much as you guys do, believe me, it's a bit of a headache. I mean, people are still cycling and everything like that, but I don't want to see anyone skipped anymore, and I don't want people upgrading and not getting an upline when they should have an upline. Even though we can attach it, I'd just like to get it finished and over and done with, and then we can sort out the coin payments, overpayments and stuff like that, so we can recoup some of that money back as well, and just keep moving along quite nicely. We're getting noticed by a lot of people. I get a lot of messages and phone calls and things like that during the day, saying how awesome they love the program, and me in particular for being as open and as honest as as I know how to be. I don't like hiding anything from you guys at all. There was a rumour going around about Google with cryptocurrencies and things like that, but it's a lot like the Facebook one. It's the paid advertising that they want to stop all the scams going out and things like that. I don't know how well they can control that, but it doesn't really affect us in any way, shape or form. They're not going to be stopping crypto sites going up or anything like that. Like Bitcoin Ascension is still going to be on Google and everything, so there's nothing actually for us to worry about there or freak out about. But it could be why Bitcoin took a bit of a dive today with that news going around, sort of thing. It's sort of like the stock market in a sense, sort of thing. They hear a rumor and there's a big run, but it's already coming back, so that's fine. But the price of Bitcoin is really low right now, so it's a great time if you're thinking of buying positions or getting someone in. It's a real great time. It's cheap as chips to make an account, and which leads me into Barbara. I think it was Barbara Stuhl, I think is your name. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. I said that before. Who wants to? She's trying to devise a competition she wants to run where she's giving away accounts she's made. Now, I don't have a problem with members doing that. I mean, they do it in other programs as well, like for recruiting purposes. You'll find people, oh look, I'm doing this and I'll do this, and that's fine. I'm never going to stop you doing that. Just making sure you're representing the business, the program properly, so we're not lying to anyone or misleading anyone. And Barbara wouldn't do that anyway, so that's fine. But they're sort of more like my rules, and make sure that not only does it benefit Bitcoin Ascension sort of thing, but it also benefits the winner, that they're getting something for the work they're doing. So I want to make this all as fair as possible on everyone. So they're my only little guidelines that to keep in mind. So I'll work out with Barbara what a good competition would be for her to give away one of her. And when you think about it, a very valuable position. All the positions are very valuable because of what they could become. As I said, I may have given away 50 of my positions alone, but when you think about how much they could each make, say $500,000 just for an example, I've given away around about $25 million worth of worth of prizes, potentially because it's all in Bitcoin. So and I love doing it, and I'd do it over again if I had them to spare. So but I'm going to be starting to buy more on a more regular basis. So I figure I can buy a few a week. Because especially with Bitcoin being as low as it is, if I get into a process, I'll just buy a few this week, and then down the track sort of thing, I'll have more positions I can give away to people that'll be much earlier than what they are now. Obviously, if you buy it now, even at 3,400 area we're at now, in a month's time we could be up to like 7, 8, 10,000 accounts. So someone getting a position back in 3,400 would be amazing, if you know what I mean. So. So that's what so it's a good idea. So so I'll work on that competition with Barbara, and also Mandy Diamond came to me tonight, and she wants to do a competition as well. So, but we won't run them all at the same time, and we'll want to separate them a bit. We don't always do competitions every day. It just seems like it sometimes, but we do like to do comps. But if other members want to do competitions as well. And you can do them privately as well, like, just on your wall or if in your funnels and things like that, saying, oh, look, I'm giving away an early spot, or I'm giving away a position as a prize sort of thing on a recruitment drive. So that's all fine, as long as you're upfront and tell them exactly, do what I do, tell them the real truth about everything, and so people are fully aware. I don't want anyone brought in and go, hang on, I was told one thing and this is completely another, because the reputation of our program is very important for the longevity of our program, of course. So yeah. So keep that in mind when you're doing it. I don't want the company misrepresented. And if anyone did it, I think from this group, if anyone did that, it'd be by total accident. That's the thing. That's how good you guys are. It'd be a total accident if that sort of thing happened. So, but yeah, I still have to say it, and especially on video. That way, it's recorded, because we can go back and, oh, he never said it. Yes, he did. There it is. So, so that's awesome, guys, and thanks very much, because you're supporting me as much as you're supporting the program, and I feel it right here in my heart. I really, really do. So, thank you very, very much to those people who. It's like Craig Smith approaching me yesterday and saying, "Oh, I want to buy a position for your pet sanctuary because I want to see your pet sanctuary." You know, that took me back a fair bit. I was deeply moved by that. And that's why I talk about it, because I'm so used to giving things away all the time and always helping people, and I do it a lot, not so I get known for it, but I just do it. You know, it's just a natural thing for me, and I don't need to be praised for it or anything like that. But when it's done to me, it's sort of like, oh wow, well I wasn't expecting it, because I don't do things to get things back. I do things because I want to help people. So. When someone does that to me, it's sort of a bit of a shock for me, because I'd never expect it. So that's why it's so, well, that's why it moves me so much, and my gratitude knows no bounds at all. And when I do go over to the UK, because that's where Craig is, something I'll be definitely visiting him, and I'd like to visit a lot of people over there. It's a smaller country, easier to get around than it is over here in Australia, I can tell you. But yeah, I'd love to visit a heap of people, you know, just down the local pub or something like that, and sit down and sit around and have a drink and a chat and things like that would be awesome. Being on video and even on Zoom is great because people get to see who I am, but physically meeting people and saying hello would be awesome as well. And you'll see that I'm no different than I am online. I'm still a nut, and I've got quite a few friends who've met me in person, sort of thing, that I've met online, and they go, "You're no different." I went, no, not really. I'm just me. Too lazy to be anyone different. Can't do it. But Tom was going to copy me on the comments thing for a prize, but then I was talking to him today, and we're thinking, nah, he wants to do a competition, but he wants to make it bigger. So we'll work it out. But with some of your members wanting to run competitions, Tom and I can work on a bigger one while these ones are running and everything like that. So we do it because we want to keep this fun. As I said, it's a program where your dreams can come true, but we also want you to have fun doing it and learn something along the way. It's like you did with this giveaway with the funnel system. Some of you got to see how the funnel works and things like that. I know Craig Smith uses his own funnel system, and quite a few people do. There's a lot of ways to advertise if you really want to learn. And I used to think the funnel thing was so confusing, but I learned how to do it, and it's actually not hard once you know how, I suppose. You know, it's sort of like swimming. It looks impossible when you've never swum a stroke in your life, but after a while you learn and you can do it. So, and that's what it's like on the internet. If you really want to know anything and want to learn anything, two places I always go to: I Google it or I YouTube it, and I find out just about anything I need to find out to get things done. Very, very handy. A lot of helpful people out there who like to show people step by step on how to do things. So that's great. So that's what Tom will be doing. Tom and I will work on a bigger competition than just the comments one. Juliet, I was talking to Juliet tonight, and we've done the ad of the day, of course, so make sure you're out there doing that. And then tomorrow we won't be doing an ad of the day. What we'll be doing is no ads, so to speak, in terms of setting one up that we want you to post everywhere. We will want you, and we'll do a post about it. I'll get Juliet to put a post up about it. We'll want you to go to the ads that we've done all week, because they've been brilliant ads and beautiful pictures and things like that. And we want you, to the ones you haven't commented on, comment, because what it'll do, it'll reduce them and they'll go back through the newsfeed like you are posting brand new ads. So we get comments, not like on mine so much because I've got a ton on mine. But there's a lot out there with like 50 and 20 and 30. That's the ones you've missed, and well, we might even get the people to put their links up in the juicing group and things like that. So you can go there, and any you've missed, because there's been so many, and just make a comment, and it'll just come up on the newsfeed again, like we've just posted a stack of ads. So so that really works, and it works especially if they've been done in advertising groups, because it'll bump them right up to the top again. So that's a good way of doing it as well. So I've had a lot of friends requests this week because of my competition, and so I've got a lot of new friends. I don't always know if I get a lot of friend requests. I mean, I'm talking hundreds, and so I don't always know if it's you. So if you shoot me a message and saying, "Hey, I'm in Bitcoin Ascension, I'll send you a friend request," I know who to look for, because I get a lot of people send me friend requests, and all they really want me to do is to join binary options or something like that, and I've got no interest in doing that sort of thing. I've been in over the years I've been in like 5 binary options, and 3 were scams, I think, and 2 weren't, but the SEC froze their accounts and made it so hard for them that they couldn't keep going. So so it wasn't their fault in that case, but yeah, it's just too dodgy the way they go. But there's good programs out there and everything, and I want to make Bitcoin Ascension the name when someone says, "Oh, does anyone know a good program that's been around for a while and is stable and everything like that?" I want people to be able to say, "Oh, Bitcoin Ascension, that's going strong," and things they're doing there. Over the years, I'm going to be developing this program so much. I'm not just going to let it rest on the little matrix we got. It's just going to be so much more that it'll become a household word. It really, really will. And you guys are making that happen. A lot of people are hearing about us. We've got some heat from some people who are very jealous and very nasty because they're seeing our name everywhere, and some of the other programs that are around not the programs themselves. I don't want to blame program owners or anything, but people who are in other programs don't like seeing our name everywhere because it's, they're working by themselves a lot of these times, because they have referral links. So you get one person doing their advertising, to recruit people in, but all they see on their newsfeed is Bitcoin Ascension, because we're all working together as a group. So it makes us so much more powerful because we work together. So that's fantastic. I had a few people ask me what I was talking about yesterday at the beginning of mine when it was all quiet and you couldn't hear me, and I was just talking about a prank I pulled on my mother once, and so I'll go through it really quickly here so you know what it's about. I was always pulling pranks on my mother. God rest her soul, she's not with me anymore, and she was a beautiful lady, but she could take a joke. So, and I was a cheeky little lad, and there were 5 kids, and I was the second youngest, but I was the one who always came up with the ideas for the pranks. My mother was going over to see a friend. She didn't, she stayed at home. She always looked after the kids and housework and all that sort of thing. But she got to go over and see a friend every now and then. So she was going over to see a friend. So she'd made us dinner. We were all sitting around the table eating dinner, and she was going over to see a friend. And she'd called a taxi to come and pick her up. So she'd gone downstairs to wait for the taxi, and we waited till the taxi comes down. I got my brothers and sisters, and I said, "Hey, let's pull a prank. Just play along with what I'm going to do." And they went, "All right, okay." So we went to the window, all 5 of us hanging out the window, overlooking where the taxi drivers hopped out to open the door for my mother. And I called out and I go, "Mum, don't leave us, we love you, please don't leave us, we won't be naughty anymore," and all that sort of stuff, and making out that she was leaving us forever. And the look on her face, and then we looked at the taxi driver and the look on his face. He was an elderly gentleman and things like that. And Mum goes, "Oh, now stop it, no, I've had enough." She had enough of the joke, but the taxi driver thought she meant she had enough of us, and so it played in really well with the prank. And she went to get in a taxi, and he closed the door and he says, "No, sorry, I can't break up a family, I won't do this." So he wouldn't take her. And my mum's trying to explain to him, no, they're just doing it. He goes, no, I can't break up a family like this. So it was very funny. And then I finally let the joke go. I said, no, sir, it's okay. We're just pranking my mum like we do. And he's there looking, "Oh, you're rotten. No wonder she wants to leave so much." And Mum said, "You wait till I get home." I said, "Look, she beats us. Just carrying on." So, sorry, that's what I was talking about yesterday at the beginning. And But my mum was always a good sport about it. We'd be in a shopping centre and I'd do stupid things and things like that to embarrass her. But she never seemed to get that embarrassed, to be honest. She just, she'd usually come back with something. She was a special lady. So that's what I was talking about yesterday when it was all silent. So sorry for that. So yeah, that was my mum. Poor woman, had to put up with me. But yeah, so everything's going along nicely. We've had lots of people joining over the last couple of days, probably because Bitcoin is so cheap. I've got to fix up some of the winners' competition, fund their accounts. So I've got to do that. I've got the money ready to do that. And all they're doing is making their accounts and then I'm funding it for them. It just makes it easy because I'm going through the admin panel. So that's all good. So I'll chase up the programmer and see what he's got to say. He's very hard to get a hold of sometimes, which really annoys me. It's not his fault. He's very busy, but it's still annoying for me because I like to get things finished and sorted. And Chuck Shadduck's just sent me some testimonial videos from you guys. So if you want to do a testimonial video, just go on a Zoom call with Chuck Shadduck, and he can and he'll record the testimonial for you because video testimonials are so powerful. So, but I'll tell you, for 104 days, I think we're up to. I think we're going really, really well, and we're setting up a massive foundation here of the building we're going to create, which is going to be our dreams. And yeah, I'm really, really, really impressed with the attitude of the people here and how much they do love the program. As I said, I get a lot of messages and phone calls, and I'm really happy because you guys are happy, and that's fantastic. That's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to help people, and this is the only way I could think of actually doing it on a large scale. So yeah, fantastic stuff. All right, I won't keep you going too long. I'll work with the members who want to run competitions, and we'll get those organised, and then we'll run them, probably consecutively, but after one's finished, because we don't want to confuse people. And so get excited about that. Join in on those, and and you'll benefit as well. But so will always Bitcoin Ascension will always benefit, which means we all benefit. So having that one central link has made all the difference, I think. And so no one's just in it for themselves, and the people who are only want to get into something for themselves aren't really joining us, but we don't want those people here. We want people who care about other people, but also give other people a choice. You can get a leader who has a lot of members who won't join because they won't benefit from not getting a heap of commission straight away, but they're not giving the choice to their members, the people who follow them. And I believe everything is a choice in life, and that's what I want to open up to you guys, that we all have a choice of what we want to do. And I think if you're a leader who has a team or something like that, I think you should give them that choice. If you hide an opportunity from them simply because you won't benefit directly straight away, I don't think that makes you much of a leader, to be honest. You have to give people choice. You don't own anyone. Slavery ended, but you don't own anyone, and if you're a good leader, you will give them the choice of whether they want to do it or not. Not just here, but anywhere. If you hear of an opportunity and you know it's going to stick around, and like with us, we know we're sticking around, you've got to give your members a choice. You've got to have that respect for them. If you want the respect back, you're going to have to give them that respect, and see if they want to have a choice. I'm not saying, I'd never go behind a leader's back and try and take their team for anything, because all I'm doing is Bitcoin Ascension. So if anyone comes in here with their team, that's fine. They join the Bitcoin Ascension team, but if they're doing other stuff, I'm not going to take them away to other programs. I'm just doing this. So, so they've got nothing to worry about there. So all I can see really is selfish motivation for that, which is not what we're about. So probably just as well they're not here, I suppose. But that's what and I hope you guys believe in that too, that everyone deserves to have a choice of what they want to do. You present yourself as best you can, you give them the facts as best you can, and always in any business, anywhere, online, offline, there's always risk and there's always a chance you've got to take. I try and take as much risk out of this as I can, but of course there's always risk, isn't there? So, but yeah, everyone should be given a choice of what they want to do with their lives, and if they want to make their dreams come true. And I'm hoping to be reliable enough where people will take that chance. and then see that it's become something very, very good, a big part of their lives, without taking up all their time. So because your personal lives are very important to me, your family is very important to me. I want them to be happy, and this is why I do this, because money release and time, money is money and everything like that, but time you never get back. So if I can devise this in a way where it's less time you have to spend on it, but if we all work together, we don't have to spend much time at all, then you've got more time for your family and less stress. So that's what I'm aiming for, and it's going to come true, because that's what drives me, you know, making sure your lives are better as well as mine. You know, I want a better life, obviously. I want to be in the UK as soon as possible, so I'm working my backside off so I can be over there as soon as I can. But it's going to take a bit of money to make the move over there, so that's why I'm working so hard. I'm totally driven to be able to do that. It's very important to me, and it's not just to start the pet sanctuary, but to really start my life, which will lead towards the pet sanctuary. This is very, very important to me, more than anything else has been in my life, is getting over there as soon as I can. So that's why I don't sleep, and that's why I work as hard as I do, because I'm driven. But I'm healthy. I'm healthy and I'm happy. Right? I'm not overly stressed out. So no one worry about me that way. I'm fine. But that's my motivation right now. You know, to start the journey I want to start, I have to get to where I need to get to first, so I can start that journey. So, and I think when you're really driven about wanting to do something, you can get results. You really, really can. You just have to want to. So, and you guys do, and that's what I love about you so much. All right, okay, prattled on enough. I do love you all, and I know you guys love me, and that moves me more than anything in the world. And that's probably why I don't sleep, because I feel so much love. It just keeps me going. I don't have just one heart in here. I have thousands now, and so I can keep going forever because of you people. So thank you very much, and I'll be back on tomorrow, and you'll see posts coming out and things like that. See if I can get those PDFs finished, and if I hear anything from the programmer, I'll put a post up so you guys know. All right, I'll talk to you all tomorrow again, and I may do a Zoom thing again tomorrow. Set up my Zoom, and so I can sit here like this and chat to you. It's just about anything you want to chat about. If you want to talk about your dreams, and we can discuss that and strategies and things like that. It doesn't even have to be about Bitcoin Ascension. And just talk to me on a personal note and just say hi, how you going, what's Australia like, that sort of thing. All right, I'll catch you all later, and let's just keep pushing, guys, because this is your future we're working on. So if you want it, let's go get it. Okay? All right, catch you later. Bye bye.